Men's basketball takes home the regular season ASUN championship. Meanwhile, women's golf wins the Amelia Island Collegiate.
All that and much more on this week's edition of the Friday Follow-Up on Osprey Sports Network.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Kathryn Marsh.
And I'm Elizabeth Norton.
Women's basketball played their final home game of the season against NJIT on Monday. Ospreys won 72-49. Sierra Shepard and Claire Ionides led the team with 16 points. Kara Johnson had 15 points and Kadisha Johnson had 14.
Big thing for us from the beginning is just the process itself, the process of getting better, the process of improving every day in practice and every game. And it's always good. We talked about this is the last time we'll possibly play here this year, and the people that come, we want to make sure that they're itching to come back next year. And I thought we played well enough and did some good things to hopefully make that happen. But it's been great. I'm excited about the year all along and just excited about our progress and how we've improved over the year.
This year's been like a really a good year for me, I guess. Like I didn't know what to expect really coming in here, or it was I don't know, it's been a good year for me. I think that the other girls have come along towards the end of the season, which has been really good. KJ's like really stepped up and she's been really great for us, so yeah.
The men's team played in Part 2 of the River City Rumble last night. They traveled to JU to face the Dolphins. Moore had the team high with 22 points. DeMarcus Daniels added another 15 points, and Trent Mackey had 12 points of his own. A total of 5 Ospreys reached double figures. The Ospreys held a huge lead early in the second half, but the Dolphins fought back. The Ospreys were able to hold on, winning 81-80. This win makes the Ospreys back-to-back regular season champs in the ASUN Conference.
The women's team will end their regular season on the road this Saturday. They head across town to face JU tomorrow at 7 p.m. They lost earlier this season to the Dolphins and look to win the rematch.
The men will host their quarterfinal matchup against USC Upstate Tuesday, March 1st at 7:30 p.m. in the UNF Arena.
The softball team is down in Lake Buena Vista to compete in the Disney Citrus Classic. Today they will play against Bryant University and Fordham. They will have games against East Carolina and Penn State tomorrow and against Notre Dame on Sunday.
The baseball team had 2 games this week, one against Savannah State at home and another on the road at UCF. Against Savannah State, the Ospreys were down 4-2 and scored 5 runs in the 8th inning to win 7-4. Against UCF, the Ospreys held a 3-0 lead but couldn't hold on late, losing 5-4. The Ospreys will host the Hartford Hawks this weekend.
The women's golf team took part in the Amelia Island Collegiate earlier this week, and they came out on top. The women placed first in a field of 16. Megan Wilshire finished second overall and was awarded her second straight ASUN Women's Golfer of the Week. Lauren Coe finished tied for third. They will compete in Kiowa Island Classic Sunday and Monday the 29th.
Meanwhile, the men's golf team gets ready to tee off today in the John Haight Collegiate Invitational at Sawgrass Country Club. The competition will run until Sunday.
The women's tennis team gets set to wrap up their lengthy road trip. They'll be in South Carolina today to play 34th ranked Clemson. They'll be off until March 10th when they host East Tennessee State.
The men's team is in Baton Rouge to face LSU today. They will then face off with South Alabama on Sunday.
Meanwhile, the track and field team is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina to compete in the ASUN Indoor Championship. The meet will start today and wrap up tomorrow.
Jess Kinlaw has been named to the Beach Volleyball ASUN preseason all-conference team. The beach volleyball team season starts March 5th when they take part in the Borough Beach Bash down in Baton Rouge. They will play FAU twice, Georgia State and Weber International.
After sweeping JU and claiming his second ASUN title, with us today is head coach Matthew Driscoll. Thanks for joining us, Coach. So after the beginning of the season, did you ever imagine that you win another ASUN title?
Well, yes. I mean, obviously the expectations were really clear from the beginning. We actually talked yesterday before the game. There's a thing called Solomon's wisdom. It's probably like 3,000 years old. And what's crazy is it still comes to fruition today. But it talks about having a clear vision. And there's an old saying in business, you've never met a productive, confused person, because those things don't go hand in hand. And when your vision is clear, you have to have a sustained effort. And I really felt like our guys, even though the last 7 minutes may have got a little bit dicey, when you look at the whole picture, you look at the 4-game slide and the way they were able to recover from that, the resiliency and the perseverance they have, 10th most experienced team in America. That says a lot. So there's a lot of guys that understand what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. And to have that bullseye on your back, so to speak, or whatever you want to call that in the sports world, to have these guys understand that and come through as the first time since Belmont. It's been 4 years since anyone's ever won back-to-back outright championships in this league.
Now, Coach, you had a close game with Upstate last week. What do you expect to see from them on Tuesday?
I really feel like a couple days off, which we need, a couple more days of preparation, which we'll have in the install and what we're going to do to prepare for them on Tuesday night. Our guys will definitely be ready to go. And again, when you got an experienced group, the other thing too is that you guys got to realize there's only 10 players, 10, in the league that have ever played in a championship. 10. 5 of them are on our team. 4 of them are on Upstate's team. And the other one is a guy from Florida Gulf Coast. So there's not a lot of experience that's even played in this tournament as well too. So we're really excited about having that edge as well. But we really do need to understand we just have to continue to be 1-0 every single night.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, Coach. For all of us
Boy,
here,
that was easy. I thought we were going to have some more difficult questions than that one.
for all of us here at Osprey Sports Network, I'm Kathryn Marsh.
I'm Elizabeth Norton.
And I'm Coach Matthew Driscoll. Let's go!
Have a great weekend and go Ospreys!
Swoop!